Hi guys, welcome back to the Legion channel. This is Dean the Protein, 4 times British bodybuilding champion and co-founder of Legion, almost forgot, and he likes to go on stage with their tiny pants.
It has been known I've done that many times. This is Chel. She's also co-founder of Legion and also founder of Bourgeois. And Chel is a Jugosaurus Rex.
Yeah, no, I'm not. It's just. Thanks. It's my surname. It's just funny. You don't need to know. Anyway, it's not important. So today's topic, ladies. This one's for you. Why are we so scared to lift heavy in the gym? The number one thing I find is that I get a lot of women coming up to me and they look at me and they're like, wondering why I'm lifting so heavy and blah, 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 what's the goal? And they're asking some advice. And the number one thing is they want to say to me, yeah, I really want to lose weight. I really want to get toned. I just don't want to look like a man. I don't want to look big and muscular. I just want to look toned.
Because it's that easy.
Well, is that easy? Is it that easy to gain muscle? Like that big masses of muscle that, and I know what they're talking about. They've seen maybe somewhere on social media, there's some really huge muscle woman, like power lifter, maybe bodybuilder type female, and they just want to clarify that they don't want to accidentally look like that. It's like, it's not gonna happen. Really, it's not gonna happen.
But if you squatted an incredibly heavy weight,
Yeah,
don't you just wake up in the morning and look huge and muscular?
I don't
a bit manly?
think so. I don't think it's that easy to just lift up that kettlebell that's just slightly heavier for you and you're going to just go overnight. I don't think it works that way.
So today we're going to dive into a few of the reasons why it's not so easy for anybody to build muscle, let alone women. So if you want to jump into a few of those little things there.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. We're taking the mick a little bit. It is a genuine question. Women do want to know, just want to clarify where they want to get. But to be honest, we totally understand. It's that whole toned kind of look that you want to look for. And it involves lifting heavy. And the number one thing that I think a lot of women are scared of is lifting up that heavy weight because you don't want to look, overly muscular. And the tendency is to do more cardio than really lifting weights. And we just tend to stay away from that section because you think it's more for the man side of things. You stay to the cardio because that's more the women's side. I would say no, throw that out the window. Don't just follow what you see on social media. Understand that it does involve lifting heavy weights.
Well, I'm seeing a lot of women on social media using very light weights, doing like banded exercises, kickbacks for their glutes, and very light weights to build a glute. Are you telling me this is not the best way to do so?
Not at all. If anything, you're probably going to be doing a form of cardio even with bands. If you're not doing it strict enough or doing it correctly, or your weights are too light, you're going to end up losing fat because it'll be a form of cardio. So then your butt will get flatter. You're not building enough. You're not forcing the muscles to contract enough in order for it to pop. To make that booty pop. So
can we just clarify what toned means? Because toned is not in my vocabulary.
It's a female terminology.
Tell me what toned means in their head, and I'll tell you what toned actually really means.
Yes, please. So, put my pen away. Right, so when a woman says they want to look toned, basically it means they want to lose some fat and have a tiny bit of muscle in areas so it looks like it's not fat.
But isn't muscle manly?
No, but we don't want muscle. We want toned, right? So it means flat stomach with maybe a little line either side, not necessarily abs, but just that nice little toned look. The ladies automatically know what I'm on about. So I know I'm repeating the same word, but and your arms, you don't want to have the big flab. You kind of want it to just look shapely, right? Shapely. There you are.
So, okay, let's dive in. What is actual shape? So if you had no muscle, you would be a bone, just straight. So if you lose all your fat and you have no muscle, you're just going to be a straight stick bone. So it's only the muscle that gives you those nice curves, that nice shape. So it's down to the amount of muscle to fat ratio. Too much fat, it's going to be misshapen. It's going to
saggy.
look horrible. If you don't have enough muscle, then there's not
Saggy.
going to be any shape. You get that skinny fat look, which is just the worst.
His
So you
favourite.
want a nice amount of muscle
Yeah.
with a not too much but not too little amount of fat on top of that bit of muscle to give you that nice curved shape, unless you're going for a competition or something like that where you have to get your body fat levels down to crazy low levels. And that's when sometimes a woman may not even be very big, but people say, oh, she looks a bit too much, a bit manly, because she's so lean and you can see every muscle fiber.
But that's a choice as well.
Extreme dieting only for competitions or, like you say, her choice. To get that nice shape, what people call toned, you have to have some muscle and the right amount of fat ratio. So how do you grow muscle?
Well, I mean, isn't it the same as a guy? I mean, well, okay, I'm saying that's in a silly way. Basically, it's like I lift heavy, or what I call heavy in my capabilities. So I go to the gym and I don't just lift up the weights and do like loads of reps. I lift, so I am barely lifting that weight and it's a struggle. And I don't stop until I've done my reps that I need to, or whatever it is that I'm doing. I'm struggling to the extent that I'm in pain for days. So you're telling me now that am I going to look like a man now?
Do you?
I mean,
we've been training together for a little while now, and I push Chel to the extreme at times.
5 years.
Like I've seen her squat 100 kilo for 10 reps, and these are deep reps below parallel, proper training. It wasn't so long ago she did a little deadlifting competition for fun, and it was 1.5 times your body weight for as many reps as you could. So that worked out. 1.5 times Chel's weight was basically the weight of me, 100 kilo.
Just over.
And I seen her deadlift it 15 times. That was like her slinging my body around 15 times like a rag doll. Honestly, I got a little bit scared.
It was a bit sloppy, but I did it, yeah.
But my point is, she's doing similar workouts to me. I'm pushing her. She's lifting as heavy as she can, and we're going to failure. And would you say she looks manly?
That's up to... That's your opinion. Well, yeah, like I said, I do train hard. And it's not to look manly. It's to look toned in my view of what I want my body to look like. Athletic, muscular, toned, not overly muscular, but a nice shapely muscular. So I tend to get a lot of women commenting me on my butt, on my glutes and things like that. And so I'm guessing I'm doing the thing that most women are interested in doing. So why don't I look like a man?
Well, this, ladies, is all down to our hormones. If you are we allowed to say this in this day and age? Because if you're born a man or born a female, because people now just swap gender so much.
We'll put a disclaimer somewhere. Just carry on.
If you're born a man, you're going to have fairly high testosterone levels and very low estrogen levels. At least the average man. I mean, there's lots of guys that I know in the gym, their estrogen's a little too high and they bitch a lot. But anyway, the normal ones, a normal woman will have very high estrogen levels and very, very low testosterone levels. And this is the main factor. What does testosterone do? It changes a boy into a man. When a boy goes through puberty and becomes a man, his testosterone levels surge through the roof. And that's one of the main factors why a boy will turn into a man. He will have much bigger, denser bone structure, and the muscles will be so much bigger than an average woman, because of testosterone. Women not having testosterone or having very little testosterone, that makes it extremely hard for a woman to build muscle compared to a guy. So if anything, she's got to smash the gym, smash the training harder, be so on point with her diet and feed enough nutrients and protein to her body to enable it to be able to get any kind of muscle growth. So, ladies, you can push as heavy as you want all day long, and you are not gonna get massive manly muscles, and it most certainly ain't gonna happen overnight. So those few girls you do see that they may look a bit, ooh, their jawline's a bit, they look very big, very manly, and a lot of muscle. That's not everyone, but most probably because they are taking hormone replacements, testosterone, steroids. As a woman will respond so much better to steroids than a man, because again their hormones and their receptors, they will take it in small amounts of steroids and get tremendous gains. But when a woman plays around with steroids, the side effects to steroids can be irreversible. So a guy will get lots of side effects, and most of them are fairly mild. Some can be pretty bad if they abuse it and do too much, but on a woman it's way worse. It's very severe. So basically, when a boy goes through puberty, testosterone, if a woman's injecting that, she's going to start mimicking similar effects to a boy could turn into a man. She will start becoming manly and get manly features. And that is why if you see those women that do look manly, it's most probably because they are taking hormones, taking steroids. And if you don't want to get manly at all, this is not going to happen without steroids. So don't take steroids and you will not look manly.
Yeah, and this is not to put down any women that do go that route. That's purely their choice, and most of the time it's because they're going into competitions. And competitions mean it's like there's nowadays, well, not even nowadays, like if you go natural, there's a certain limit that your body can go through. And if you're going on stage competing against people worldwide, it means you need performance enhancing drugs. And therefore it's a choice that, you know, people that want to make. So, you know, whatever your choice is, just go down the safe route. What we're talking about today is that without all of that, doing it naturally, and pushing your body to its capabilities to get the look that you want. And don't be scared to lift heavy, because you won't look like that's maybe that picture that you've seen online somewhere. Honestly, it's not what you're going to look like.
So if you have a coach or anybody in the gym advising you to take certain things and substances, do your research and know exactly what they're telling you to take, because I've heard people saying, yeah, my coach put me on some Anavar, it's just a fat burner. And I'm horrified, because Anavar is a steroid. Clenbuterol is an extreme fat burner. These are under-counter drugs that you cannot buy in the shops. They are illegal, and if you're doing competition stuff and you are getting tested in any way, they will be flagged up and you will be disqualified. So do your research and know exactly what you're taking. You don't need to be taking these things if your diet is on point and you're training hard. So train hard and train heavy. You are not going to look manly.
Yeah, definitely as well, look at your diet. I see most women, again, looking at wrong sources of information to get their diet information. Social media is one of the worst. I cannot believe the amount of nonsense that I see. They're showing a woman the ideal figure, and then these silly little exercises and like with banded stuff. I mean, don't get me wrong, some of them are really good, but if you want to achieve that toned kind of look that we're saying, bit of muscle, bit of fat in the right areas, it's not really going to help. You need to lift weights.
They call them toning exercises. Like I said, to be toned, you have to lose a bit of fat and you have to gain muscle. To gain any muscle, you need to be hitting heavy weights and eating a lot of food. Toning with light weights is not going to do nothing to giving you shape or growing muscle. So you grow the muscle with heavy weights, you show the shape by losing a bit of fat through diet and maybe a little cardio. Too much cardio is going to burn that muscle away. You're going to lose shape.
Yeah, and that fat away, so you will end up looking flatter than curvier. Again, it really depends on your goal. And that's why, like, if you look at Legion, www.join our Legion, you'll see the different plans that we have got available to you, especially for women. If you are looking to get more curvier, or if you're looking to go into competition, or just literally fat loss, we've got everything that you will need to know. So get in touch if you have any questions or you want to know more. Otherwise, leave any comments below. We'll get back to you as soon as we can. But I think that is everything from me. Is there anything else from you?
Just want to add on the Legion site that it is for everybody. You may look at me and think you're extreme bodybuilder, the rest of it. Chel's really not. She has an amazing figure, and it's what most average women aspire to look like.
Oh, I don't know about that, but you know.
But you have all the right curves in the right places, and she trains heavy. So on the Legion, we cater for complete beginners to extreme advanced athletes. So whatever stage you are, man, woman, bit of both, in between, whatever you are, you're more than welcome, and we will set you up with the plans if you want our help.
Yes, absolutely. So don't forget to subscribe and like and comment. And yeah, we'll see you in the next video. So that's from us.
Yeah, be happy, be healthy, most of all, be awesome, and
join our Legion.